a guardian angel, a spirit of comfort.
So the holidays are in full effect, and I want to thank each and every one of you. We've reached 35,000 subscribers. We are currently going to be doing a giveaway on our Instagram. So if you want to enter that giveaway, I will announce it tomorrow. Make sure you go to our Instagram right now and make sure you follow us. Make sure you're subscribed here. That giveaway will be announced on Christmas Day when Nosferatu releases and all of that. And we also have a watch party of the original Nosferatu film we're going to be doing on December, I believe, 6th. That's the tentative date right now, but I will sure have that date on Monday so everybody knows, and I'll make a whole event for that. We'll talk and all of that, as well as maybe do a giveaway there also. But I did want to discuss some of these new clips for Nosferatu that just got released as we are gearing up for that. And I am also going to go back into Robert Eggers' filmography and talk about those films, starting with The Witch. Stay tuned for that. But the film starring Bill Skarsgård, Nicholas Hoult, Lily Rose Depp, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emma Corrin, Ralph Ineson, Simon McBurney, and Willem Dafoe will be releasing on December 25th, 2024. A very packed week for sure, as we also have Sonic the Hedgehog as well as The Lion King Mufasa. So this film is one of those movies I've just been anticipating. You can go all the way back when they were first announcing this film and they were talking about it. I've been discussing it, excited. Even back in the day when Anya Taylor-Joy as well as Harry Styles was attached to it, I'm ready. I think Robert Eggers has such a unique vision with his films, and I think he can really deliver something intense and powerful with it. Now, the newest clips we've gotten today, well, these past couple of days, have been one recently with Lily Rose Depp and the way we see her pleading for the Count Orlok to come to her. And that's something we've already seen in the trailer, but this is a little bit more of an extended look at it, if you will. Really hear her sort of longing for Count Orlok to come. And also the thing about it is that she calls him her guardian angel of sorts. So it kind of means that she really feels this is her savior and all of that. And then eventually he grabs her by the throat in the end of the clip. Now, one of the key things also is in the other clip, she talks about having this grand vision of going with the Count and her seeing everybody else that she loves dead and on the ground and stuff like that. But the catch for her, she says, is that she's never been happier than in that precise moment. As we see Nicholas Hoult's character of Thomas Hutter, who is playing her husband, looks in shock and in horror. So this is going to be a big deal in the film, and that was something that we saw in the original Nosferatu film, which we will be watching all together. If you want to join in that, I'll talk more about that on Monday. But we see that they are sort of trying to lure Ellen Hutter, Count Orlok. This is his goal, as he has fancied her neck, he says in the original. Now, Lily Rose Depp is playing Ellen Hutter here. Nicholas Hoult is playing Thomas Hutter. So the two are a couple, and we see that Nicholas Hoult's character of Thomas Hutter will probably be the first one to come in contact with the Count. And that's, I think, going to be an interesting thing to see, is how Count Orlok starts to sort of infiltrate not just this married couple, but also the town. Because a lot of the teasers and the trailers that we've seen, we see the hand hovering over the shadow, if you will, sort of ready to take over. Now, Willem Dafoe's character of Professor Alvin Everhart von Franz, which is a name I'll never get tired of saying, like I've said it so many times, is playing a character that I am assuming is sort of like a Von Helsing, a sort of vampire hunter, if you will. And I think that in a trailer that was released a couple of months ago, we see that the teaser clip we got today of Lily Rose Depp recounting this story to Nicholas Hoult's character of her dreams and stuff, I think Willem Dafoe's character is there also listening and might be a bit like preoccupied, thinking, okay, we lost this one, now what do we do? Now, another character I think is going to fall to the Count's sort of seduction, if you will, into the darkness, is going to be Emma Corrin's character of Anna Harding, who is, I believe, playing the wife of Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, Frederick Harding, which is going to be an interesting one too. And so I'm excited to see what exactly we will be getting into, because it looks like things are going to get very, very interesting. What you basically follow here is Thomas Hutter is sort of trying to get the Count to buy a house and all of that in the original, and this is all because of his boss who sends him there, her Knock, who here is being played by Simon McBurney. And of course the Count has some other plans. Like I said, he starts to fancy Ellen Hutter and her neck and wanting to bring her maybe into his world. The premise here just says Robert Eggers Nosferatu is a gothic tale of obsession between a haunted young woman and the terrifying vampire infatuated with her, causing untold horror in its wake. Lily Rose Depp has also talked about about sort of making the story of Ellen Hutter sort of represent the woman during this time, in this like period, that maybe felt that there was something more to life, even if that meant going into the darkness due to the way that women were during this era. And I do want to talk about that because it's such an interesting premise that Lily has brought up. I have not watched this movie yet, but once I do want to make some deep dives and all of that into what exactly the story is trying to tell us, which I think could be very interesting to do. And I do want to revisit the 1922 film. It has been, I believe, maybe like 4 or 7 years or so since I watched that one, and I still think it definitely holds up, especially as the German Expressionism film of the time. I think it does become one of those movies that a lot of horror movies today have definitely found inspiration in. But nonetheless, we will wait for Robert Eggers Nosferatu to arrive in less than a month now, and we will definitely sit down to watch it. But let me know what you think about these clips, about the trailers, about everything we've been hearing about this film. It definitely sounds like it could be the best film of the year, according to so many people that have already watched it and many people that are anticipating it. The reactions are great. The reviews sound amazing. I will be watching it pretty soon, so hopefully I'll get to you in a bit about how I feel about this movie, because it is definitely one of those movies that I have been anticipating for so long, ever since it got announced back in the day with Robert Eggers, like almost like 10 years ago. I feel that was when we first heard the announcement. It's finally here. But anyways, as always, that's going to do it for me. Make sure you check out our reviews, our ending explains on Gladiator 2 as well as on Wicked, which are two of the big movies right now. The box office is heating up, and I'm going to have a whole video on that tomorrow, because it's been a pretty great time for the theaters and the studios. So we'll talk about that. But let me know what you think about these clips. What do you think of Nosferatu releasing on December 25th, 2024, as well as Lily Rose Depp's performance as Ellen Hutter, which has just been applauded and applauded yet again. And these clips have me thinking that, yeah, Lily Rose Depp is definitely taking it. And like I said, The Idol, I think a lot of people slept on it. It has its moments where it's a little bumpy, but overall, I think it really showcases just how great these actors can be. So we'll talk about it more, but let me know thoughts and opinions. Are you excited for Nosferatu? We'll break it down as soon as we get more clips and things like that, so stay tuned, and I will announce when we do the watch party. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, follow us wherever you can. Instagram is where we're doing the giveaway, so make sure you're following us there. I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.
Everyone was dead. Father and everyone. The stench of their bodies was horrible. But I'd never been so happy.